You guys know I don't like the 49ers. I'm a Seahawks fan. Let's just get down. Brock Purdy. Overrated. He's like he's like right here. To be real with you, he's like right there. Brandon Allen. Where do you go? A&M and Texas Tech, or Houston maybe? No, I might be thinking of a different Allen. You know, he's just the Arkansas guy. Okay. Josh Dobbs, the Pastronaut. Oh no, not Tamar. The Pastronaut had a little Cinderella run last year. Tanner Moore, Stanford. Oh, I knew it was a red school. Close, close, close. McCaffrey. I mean, he's McCaffrey, best running back in the league. Um, yeah, not much to say about him. Elijah Mitchell, not, had 1 year, his rookie year. I think he had over 1,000. Very close, 963. He was very good his rookie year, but it's just gotten phased out of the game plan. Not really that great anymore. Jordan Mason, third season. Looks like he looked pretty good in the preseason. He'll probably make the final roster. Looks like he's actually pretty good. And Guerendo, Louisville. Yes, he's gonna make the final roster. Looks like they have Matt Breida on a team too. Keyshawn Vaughn appears to be on a team as well. Deebo Samuel, DBBL, what we call him on Seahawks Twitter. He had one great season and a couple good seasons, but this one season right here, the people really still call him like top 15 because of this 1 year where he was very good that year. He had 8 rushing touchdowns, 1,400 yards. I really like Deebo Samuel coming out of college. I wanted the Seahawks to draft him out of South Carolina, but we didn't. But we did draft another guy who turned out to be very good. Brandon Ayuk, who all the past like 6 months it was like, yeah, but Ayuk is gone. Thank God, he's out of the division. But now it's looking like they're bringing him back. I mean, they just restarted negotiations. Um, Nick Wright, who is an idiot, thinks that Ayuk will still go to the Steelers. He's more, if I had to place a bet, I'd say he stays on the 49ers. Juwan Jennings, Super Bowl hero. He was incredible in the Super Bowl. Ricky Pearsall, rookie out of Florida. Not too high out of him. All the first round receivers, definitely my least favorite. He shouldn't have gone in the first round. Chris Conley, again, to be honest, I have a tweet from the Super Bowl about Chris Conley because he was actually playing very well in the Super Bowl. Let me see if I can find my tweets because he was making all the tackles on special teams. Okay, so 8:51 p.m. Like you're probably like halfway through the game, little less. I said, Chris Conley is my Super Bowl MVP so far. He was all over the place on special teams, and he had a couple catches too. He was playing very good. Jacob Cowing, rookie. Any other really notable receivers? Robbie Chosen, who they signed, and Frank Darby is a name I recognize, but I can't put a reason why. Use check. Oh, forgot the tight end Kittle. Been doing this thing for a while. He's really good. Sabe. I don't know how to pronounce it. What tight end number 2? Not exactly what you want, but it'll be fine. They have Kittle. They don't really need any other production. Juszczyk, probably the best fullback in the league. Jalen Moore. Talking about Jalen Moore. Fifth round pick a couple years ago. But Trent Williams would probably take his spot. Trent Williams is third on the depth chart. Hurt. I was looking. I was like, where is he? There he is. He's there. He'll take over for Jalen Moore. Aaron Banks, Notre Dame. Fourth round pick out of Notre Dame. Second round pick out of Notre Dame. Okay. I feel like he went a little later than that, but Notre Dame offensive linemen, they're usually pretty good. I mean, Joe Alt struggled in his first game a little bit, but I mean that's what happens when you go against Mike McDonald's defense and Uchenna Nwosu. I think Joe Alt will be just fine. He'll be good. Jake Brendel. Talk to me about Jake Brendel. Been around for a while, so he's probably just at least solid. Spencer Burford. Not Buford. John Feliciano. Been around for a while. And I know he's pretty solid. So Burford is starting over him, so Burford's also pretty solid. And Mikovits is pretty good. Leonard Floyd was on the Bills last year. And he's pretty good. He was the one that had the sack on Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers. He was a late bloomer for sure. Leonard Floyd was, but he's definitely turned into his own. 7 sacks rookie season. That's pretty good, but it was pretty. After that, didn't really do much. Came to LA, very good in LA. Now he's in Buffalo. Was in Buffalo, very good season in Buffalo. Now he's in the 49ers, which is not good for me. Yetur Gross-Matos, Panthers draft pick a couple years ago. Fine rotational piece to have. Malik Collins. Who'd I click on? Malik Collins is fine. He's solid. He will do. He will do just fine. Hargrave. We know about Javon Hargrave. He's pretty good. One of the better in the league. One of the better guys in the league. Bosa. More like Nick Racist. Charles Cross owns Nick Bosa, so I mean he's really not even a threat anymore. I mean it was just a complete non-factor in the Super Bowl. Boye Mafe would have had 11 sacks by himself in the Super Bowl if he got to that position. Jerry Greenlaw. Honestly, if he doesn't get hurt, they'd probably win the Super Bowl. He was an animal, and so he was all over the place. He was incredible. Out of all the 49er players, actually, I'll tell you at the end which 49er players I respect, because there are a couple that I have respect for. Fred Warner, he's a beast. Devondre Campbell would always develop super good in Madden 21 or something. So that kind of, for some reason, I always think he's a stud, but he's okay. He's not really good. He's fine. But I always have a bloated view of how good he is. Demetrius Flanagan Fowles. Awesome name. Charvarius Ward. He's okay. A little overrated. Rocky Sin. Probably top 5 name in the league. That's pretty much all I can say about him. Hufanga was hurt for a while last year, if I remember correctly. Yeah, he got hurt and missed out on the last half of the season. Jair. Is that even Jair? That's how I'm going to say. Jair Brown. Fine. Tracy Walker. Also fine. Ambry Thomas just got hurt, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, broken right forearm. And Devondre Lenore. And Isaac Yadam's on the team. He's someone who I thought would be solid in New York. Oh, no. Denver? Was he in New York? I'm pretty sure Isaac Yiadom was in New York on the Giants for a little bit. Like, I'm not tweaking. He was for sure in New York. Yeah, he was in New York for 1 year. This is where I first heard of him in New York, and he was pretty good. Guess that was a couple years ago at this point, I guess, but it feels like not too long ago. I mean, he had 2 years. It looks like last year in New Orleans, he was actually pretty good. So on to the players on the team that I have respect for. Christian McCaffrey. I mean, how can you not respect? He's carried my fantasy team multiple times. Brandon Ayuk is, I mean, he's really good. He's an incredible route runner. Juwan Jennings, kid's got heart. Chris Conley also, kid's got heart. He's been around for a while. I mean, I just saw him make those special teams plays, and yeah. Aaron Banks, Aaron Banks. Leonard Floyd, because he hasn't done anything yet on the 49ers for me to hate him. Dre Greenlaw and Hufanga are really the only players I have respect for, a shred of respect for on this team. Fred Warner, I told you he's an animal. He is, but I do hate him. DK Metcalf owns Fred Warner, and I also don't like Jake Moody. Presley Harvin's here. Oh, I love Presley Harvin. I thought they just re-signed him. I saw like 2 days ago that they re-signed him. No, not the. What are they signed him 3 days ago. Or that's probably what I saw. That he was signed. I do like Presley Harvin. He's a big punter. He's big. I saw him at Georgia Tech. I mean, he's a big guy. Ignore the absolute travesty that is going on with me typing. Yeah, I saw him against Syracuse once at Georgia Tech, and I was like, this guy is huge. He's a huge punter. He's a big guy. Hell yeah, I love Presley Harvin. Oh my god, I'm tweaking. I gotta lock in. Okay, we're predicting most of the games. Cardinals will beat the Cardinals, and they will split it with. Seattle's taking a game from this. I can guarantee you that. I'm just going really back and forth on which game it will be. Will it be the game in Seattle on Thursday night, or will it be the game in San Francisco after the Seahawks bye week? Which one will it be? I think they will probably. I think they'll both be close. I think Seahawks win on prime time. 49ers win on Sunday. Did I miss a game with the? Oh, I've missed a couple here. Rams. They will probably split it with the Rams. The Rams are always a tough opponent. But, they'll start off with, they'll lose the first one, but then they'll probably get a little hot here at the end of the season, and they will take it from there. Against the Buccaneers, give me the 49ers, and then against the Cardinals, give me the 49ers. So that puts the 49ers at 15-2, which is tied with the Dolphins and Chiefs for the best team in the league. I don't like that I have 3 15-2 teams so far, but I'm also not going to change it. And yeah, hell yeah.